Hey, how you doing guys? Zera here. I am so excited. Seriously, this showcase was out of this world. Like seriously, I was so blown away with so many surprises and so many reveals that I never expected. Like for example, God of War. What? Like God of War Ragnarok, and that will be coming even in 2021. That is absolutely insane. Now, since we already have gotten a teaser out of it, this means basically it will definitely be coming out at the very end of the 2021. But yet again, there still is a possibility of a delay. But you know what? Let's just savor this moment. It is simply incredible. Then after that, we have finally got the price reveals and of course the launch of the PlayStation 5, the dates. And you know what, the price points, and with my prediction video that I made, I was on point. For the, if you want to go for like a physical copy, basically without the digital version of the PlayStation 5, basically it'll cost $500. With the digital edition of the PlayStation 5, basically, that will be $400. Hopefully that makes sense. I think I've mixed up my wording. But anyway, you know what? Let's get into one by one what we have seen, and give you my initial thoughts of everything that that's been presented in here. So first things first, they presented us with a first montage. Nothing really new for that montage. It just does look really cool though. Second thing, Final Fantasy 16. Now, it did kind of remind me of the Final Fantasy 7 remake, and I really liked Final Fantasy 7 remake, by the way. Even the combat, everything, it was really well done. And if it's gonna go with that route but bigger, yes please, that's gonna be an amazing experience. I hope they're gonna take away, move away I should say even, from the experience like Final Fantasy 15. Now, even though I did not play it, and I was about to play it because it was available on the PlayStation Now, but then I decided against it for some reason. I can't remember the reasoning. But anyway, basically, Final Fantasy 16, I'm definitely have my keen eye on it. But from the gameplay presentation, there's some, tidbits of gameplay that they showcased. That was actually emulated for a PC that has a similar graphics performance of the PlayStation 5, so what you would expect out of the PlayStation 5, what they have showcased. It's actually kind of cool the way they had to even tell us this, being honest about it. But yet also, straight point after all that, everything was showcased for the PlayStation 5. Next up is Miles Morales, gameplay this time around. So unfortunately there was no date, but they did mention it was basically holiday 2020. Now, if that's the case, basically it's going to be coming out sometime in the November or December, but again, they just didn't give us that date, unfortunately. But yes, that is actually looks fantastic. It has a lot of resemblance of course, of the Spider-Man 2018 version, but a lot more in it. And I like the music. I really do like the music in the background. It does play a very good role in here. Yeah, I'm very impressed. I'm definitely gonna be, picking the game up for sure. Next up was Harry Potter game. Now, at first when I heard about the rumors, because this is badly kept secret to be honest with you, it was not really surprising, at least to me. It was a little bit surprising though to see it here. Now, I did know of an existence of this game, but it does seem like it may be a bigger scale than I anticipated. And of course, since it's been already clarified that it will be coming out in 2021, of course this means that they're somewhat at least done with the development. Well, at least they still need to do a little bit more work, of course. Now, we don't know, of course, when it will be coming out in 2021. But yes, I need to see more gameplay for me to actually, make that kind of a final verdict and what I think about the game. It may be one of those, generic, nothing special sort of a Harry Potter games. And by the way, yes, I do know it's not Harry Potter, it's called something else. I'm just gonna reference it as a Harry Potter game. Come on, it's about wizards and literally in Harry Potter's universe. If not, perhaps maybe alternative. You know what, I'll just shut up. Basically, the next things, we've got an opportunity of seeing Call of Duty Cold War campaign mission gameplay. It was, just a very quick kind of a gameplay, just pure roller coaster of explosions montage. Basically, it's Call of Duty. This is what you would expect out of Call of Duty. It didn't really shock me to any level or degree, whatnot, but it does perhaps could be a cool game, and I'm considering picking it up. Maybe not. I don't yet know, of course. Now, they did say it's coming holiday 2020 as well, for the PlayStation 5, mind you, because we already know it's coming out on November the 13th. But also, I should mention that there is actually something on multiplayer capabilities that we will be able to experience, and it will be like an alpha mode, not the beta. It will be happening on the 18th for free on a PlayStation as well, only. I should mention this before I proceed. All of this has been announced in terms of the dates and the release dates, like Holiday 2020. They didn't give us a concrete of the date, but because also maybe they didn't want to do that because they did not yet showcase the release date for the PlayStation 5 as well. Okay, so next up is Resident Evil 8, I should say, but it's actually Village. Now that actually did look weird. Of course, it didn't really give us a proper look into the gameplay of it, but also, I mean, I may be interested, but yet again, because of my recent conversations and talk, maybe you guys know about me, I'm not really into first-person Resident Evil. I don't think it kind of works. I far prefer the third-person aspect of the game. Not because it's less scary. My god, I'm sure somebody will say this. It just feels better to actually, control your character because you can walk around more freely. At least it feels like that, because from the third person you have more freedom in the control. But in first person you feel very clunky and very sluggish in times. That's my main reasoning. Now the next thing, yes, 2021 is the release date for it, for the Resident Evil Village. Of course, we already knew that. Deathloop. Now, to be honest with you, we've seen it. I'm not interested. We know it's coming out in the Q2 2021 only on a PlayStation. At that time, anyway. Next up is actually Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition. Also will be available digitally on a PlayStation 5 day of the launch. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that's actually maybe an, it's already, from the presentation of the gameplay and the trailer, basically there's gonna be a little bit more than we be expecting out of the original game when it did come out or did launch, the vanilla of it. Anyway, next up is, I'm not that interested, to be honest with this game, is Oddworld, Soulstorm or whatever it's called. Yeah, not that interested. Five Nights at Freddy's, also not that interested, even though the trailer was a little bit dark. But still, it looked kind of, in terms of the trailer, it looked interesting, but I know about the game, so I'm not that interested. Okay, so next up was a big one, and definitely is for me, Demon Souls. In fact, to showcase the gameplay, it's so Dark Souls, I love it. Absolutely looks fantastic, fluent, and absolutely gorgeous. And man, unfortunately, there was no date. Come on, man, that sucks. I really want to see the date, I really want to experience this game as soon as possible. And I definitely like what I've seen. It looks very, very like Dark Souls. Demon Souls, what do you expect? Awesome. Fortnite coming on PlayStation 5 at launch. Whatever. Also, this is a big one, I actually think. PlayStation PlayStation Plus games on the PlayStation 5 at launch, and they have showcased so many different varieties of games that were already released on the PlayStation 4, and they're big caliber games too. And now that is actually very interesting. I'm definitely going to be having a keen eye on those, because a few of those games I did not yet experience, and I'm definitely going to be taking my time with them on my PlayStation 5. Now, next up is the big ones, obviously, the full view presentation of the console of the PlayStation 5, basically. And that looks pretty damn cool. And it looks a lot more futuristic, and the back actually doesn't look like goofy, anything like that. It does look great though. And then we got into the the prices, basically $500 for the normal, and the digital version is $400. November the 12th is the release date for the US, Canada, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, and also South Korea. And November the 19th, that's my date basically, because I'm in Europe, it's going to be for the rest of the world. Kind of sucks we have to wait for a little bit longer. My prediction video, I actually said that will be coming out on the November 20th, so I guess I was off by one day. My god, that sucks. But also, it kind of sucks the way we have to wait for, like, European people at least, and so many other countries have to wait for so much longer until we get our hands on the PlayStation 5. You know what's weird? We didn't get a chance of seeing when we will be able to start pre-ordering the console. Oh man, perhaps I should do it right now just to be sure. Because, no, I don't think they will be able to. while recording this video, I'm doing it right after the showcase has just ended, and I don't yet know anything about the availability of the pre-order when we will be able to do for the PlayStation 5. And yes, again, I will be going for that normal edition, not the digital. And lastly, of course, like I already mentioned at the beginning of the commentary, God of War Ragnarok 2021 coming. That was a big shocker in my case. I thought we would see Horizon Forbidden West, but no, it was God of War. What? That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. And lastly, it was just simply finishing off with the cool last montage. And that's it. That was the whole conference. Very well done, Sony. Fantastic job compared to the bloody Microsoft. My God, they lost this console generation and they're losing the next generation. And my God, this is gonna be a big hit. Alright guys, that's all I got for today. Very well done, Sony. PlayStation cannot wait for the console. It's gonna be exciting. I see you guys all later, and have a wonderful day.